Hello my lovelies, welcome to your new moon in Libra yoga class. My name is Natasha, also known as Nourish Natasha. If you're new here, hi, hello, welcome. If you've been here before, hello again. I'm grateful for every one of you that's watching this video. Thank you for the support and coming here to my YouTube and flowing with me for these moon cycles. A little about me, if you don't know, if you're new here, again, my name is Natasha. I'm Nourish Natasha on all platforms. I teach yoga in a way that's accessible for all levels, all bodies. I specialize in accessible yoga and trauma-informed yoga. I'm certified in pretty much every yoga you can possibly imagine. I'm a 500-hour registered yoga teacher. And I also specialize in teaching yoga in accordance with astrology, witchcraft, tarot, zodiacs, all that jazz. So welcome. Before we get started for this class, you will need blocks. We're going to be using blocks. So if you don't have blocks, you can use books that are kind of this shape and size. We're also going to be using a strap. If you don't have a strap, you can use a towel or a blanket. And we're going to be using a crystal. So for this new moon in Libra, we are going to be using a rose quartz. I have it's a little rose quartz heart. I don't know if you can see it, but there it is. If you don't have a rose quartz, you can also use a green aventurine or any green crystal. Green is the color of the heart chakra, which is what we're going to be working on today. Or again, if you don't have any of those crystals, clear quartz, anything works. And if you don't have a crystal, don't worry. You're just going to charge yourself with this energy. So this is just an option, but we did charge a crystal with our third eye chakra in our last class for the Pisces full moon. And I really enjoyed that. I think you guys enjoyed that too. So we're going to do it again for this class. So have your crystal with you. All right, let's get into it. What is this new moon in Libra all about? So we're in Libra season. If you know a Libra, my mom's a Libra, it's all about balance. It's all about bringing those scales into balance. Libra is represented by the scales, harmony, peace, all that jazz. Now in tarot, Libra is of course represented by justice, again, those scales of justice. And in the chakras, Libra rules the heart chakra because the heart chakra is the chakra of balance. It balances our bottom three chakras and our top three chakras. And you might have heard this new moon called the Valentine's Day new moon. I know we're nowhere near Valentine's Day, but Libra also rules love. Libra is ruled by the planet Venus, which is all about love. And in your birth chart, whatever planet whatever sign that your Venus is in, that's how you love. Because again, Venus rules love and Libra is ruled by Venus. So it's all about love. It's all about that heart chakra and just bringing that into balance. So when we talk about in tarot, again, like I said, Libra is represented by justice, and our last new moon was a new moon in Virgo, and Virgo is the hermit. And I don't know about you guys, but I've been feeling that hermit energy heavy, right? It's like going in, we talked about going inside and kind of cleaning out, taking, in tarot, the hermit is like this dude holding a lantern, and you're kind of taking that lantern, you're resting, you're taking the time to recover, and you're taking that lantern and you're looking inside and kind of cleaning up any dirty old cobwebs we don't want anymore in there and just healing. It's all about healing, rest, recovery. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. So in tarot goes Hermit and then Wheel of Fortune, so new cycle. With a new moon, it's a new moon cycle, right? With that Pisces full moon, I feel like we had a huge release. So now we're starting a new cycle. And then right after the Wheel of Fortune is Justice, which again is Libra. So we have to balance out. We have to balance out. And especially when it comes to love. Our heart chakra can be blocked, where you're just completely blocked from receiving or giving love. This can be brought on by trauma, bad relationships, we block our hearts off. We're like, nope, don't want it, like hurt too much, I don't want to get hurt again. Or we can have an overactive heart chakra, which shows up in giving more than you receive, putting others' needs before your own, just, this is really, I'm guilty of this, this is that just, you overgive and you give, but you don't open yourself to receive love. You just want to give and give and give and give. But when is the last time you received? It's time to receive, okay? It's time to receive. So we're just going to bring that into balance. New moons are also great for manifesting, especially again for this new moon, manifesting romance into your life. So a good ritual would be to maybe write down all the traits of a partner that you would like, your ideal partner. Write it down. Maybe put your charged rose quartz crystal on top of it on the night of the new moon. It is October 6th. It's actually very early in the morning of October 6th that we're in the new moon. I also saw something that the new moon in Libra exactly matches up with the sunrise on October 6th, which is pretty magical. So again, it's this new cycle, this new beginning, you know, new day. It's a new day and it's all about balance. So for our affirmations for class today, I have a few. You can pick which one resonates for you, or you can use them all. The first one, I am manifesting balance in all aspects of my life. If you're like, man, I don't really, like, my heart chakra is good, I'm good on romance, you would just want to manifest some balance into your life. Number 2, it is my turn to receive because I deserve it. It is my turn to receive because I deserve it. Because guess what? You do deserve it. You're worthy of it. And again, I am worthy of the love I give to others. I am worthy of the love I give to others. So it's all going to be about that heart chakra. All balance, love, all that jazz is what we're manifesting in this new moon. I'm just making sure I didn't forget anything. Yes, it's time to receive. And this is also the time to romanticize your life. Stop and smell the roses. You know what I mean? Like, romanticize all aspects of your life. You know, just the small things. Focusing on the small things and using that to kind of bring that balance into your life. So that's what we're going to focus on today. I suppose we'll go ahead and get started. So you're going to grab your crystal. Again, rose quartz or anything that you have available. And you're also going to grab your blocks. So the most important thing in my class is to remember that everything I say is an option, not an order. Listen to your body, do what works best for you, and we'll get started. So what we're going to do is we're going to get started in supported fish pose. So you're going to take a block, and you're going to place it right in the center of your mat, long ways. And then you have the option to use this other block. It can go under your head. I don't need mine personally, but if you do, keep that block with you. We're going to lay back on our blocks. And I want that block to go right in between your shoulder blades. Right where your bra line is, right in between those shoulder blades. And again, you can use that other block underneath your head if you need it, but you're going to feel those shoulder blades kind of melt open over this block. Now, options for your legs, you can keep your knees bent with your feet bottoms on the mat. You can maybe bring your feet bottoms together to touch and open those knees up for a Supta Baddha Konasana reclined bound angle pose if you want a little extra hip opening action in there. Just an option, you totally don't have to. Or you can extend the legs long. And then what I want you to do is take your rose quartz crystal and you're going to put it right on top of your heart. So I can kind of balance mine here right on top of my sports bra, or you can kind of tuck it into your bra. Also another witchy tip, keep your crystals in your bra. So I'm just going to put it right on top of my heart chakra. Hopefully it doesn't fall off and hit me in the face. And then once we're here, once you're comfortable, make sure you settle in on that block because you don't want to be shifting a lot. We want to kind of just allow ourselves to melt open over that block. You can have, I want you to have your palms facing up to receive because again, we're open to receive. We're manifesting balance into all aspects of our life. We're open to receive because we deserve it. And we're open to receiving the love we give others. It is our turn to receive the love that we give others. You can close your eyes if it feels comfortable for you. And I just want you to bring your awareness to your breath. I want you to just notice it as it goes in and out through your nose. Not changing anything about it just yet. As you inhale, you feel the chest expand, the belly expand, take up space. And as you exhale, maybe you feel yourself just melt deeper into that block. Feel those shoulder blades just opening over that block and feeling that heart chakra just open up. I want you to lengthen and deepen these inhales and exhales. And as we breathe here, I want you to take inventory, specifically of the heart. I want you to check in and see how your heart is feeling. Maybe you've been through some hurt or some pain in that heart recently, maybe a breakup or just a change or something that's happened, or you're holding on to trauma in that heart space, in that love space. Maybe you acknowledge that you do tend to overgive and you're not open to receive. Just checking in with any blockages, tensions, constraints that we have. And we're acknowledging them, but we're practicing non-judgment and non-attachment. We remember that we're human and it's okay to have these feelings. We're just acknowledging them. Just being aware, practicing curiosity. Why are these things there? Why are these blockages there? What happened? What caused them? And how can we let that go? Continue to lengthen and deepen those inhales and exhales. And I want you to start to imagine a warm green light radiating out of that heart chakra. The color of our heart chakra is that lime green color. And I just want you to imagine that light just radiating straight out of your heart as we continue to open up this heart chakra over our block. And I want you to send that light to someone who needs it. Maybe someone specific in your life that you're like, that person just needs a little love. Maybe it's a whole collective of people. Maybe you just want to send some light to the collective here. I know we're doing this class on YouTube, but there's thousands of people doing this class with you. Maybe send them that warm green light. Breathing here as we send that green light out to those who need it. And now I want you to redirect that green light back into yourself. I want you to send yourself some love and light. I want you to fill yourself up with that warm feeling. I want you to imagine that green light just radiating from every pore. Maybe sending it to a particular body part that maybe, you don't feel too good about. We're going to send some love there. Sending some love straight back into your heart. Reminding yourself that you are worthy to receive, you deserve to receive. Send some love to your goals, your dreams, your ambitions, whatever you're trying to manifest right now. And just let that light fill you up. And now, our final redirection, I want you to shoot some of that light right into that rose quartz crystal that's on your chest. I want you to imagine that warm green light just, I don't know why I'm picturing like Sailor Moon with her crystal. Just shoot that light into that rose quartz or whatever crystal you have on your chest. Just fill it up with that warm, loving, kind energy. Just visualize it in your mind, that light filling that crystal up. And it's warm and it's loving. And it just feels so good. And imagine it's whatever love means to you. Love means different things to all of us. What does your ideal love look like? What does it feel like? I want you to fill that crystal up with that feeling of being loved, of being safe, of being worthy, of being deserving. Unconditional love, right? Caring, kind, whatever it means to you. And just let that feeling of warmth kind of take over your whole body. And we're going to seal this with a breath. I want you to take a big inhale in through the nose. Fill up the chest, fill up the belly. And open mouth, exhale. One more big inhale, just like that. And open mouth, exhale. I want you to gently reach for that rose quartz on your chest. I want you to place it off to the side of your mat. It's nice and gentle. And slowly start to invite some movement into your body. Maybe wiggle your toes or wiggle your fingers. Maybe roll out your wrists or roll out your ankles. If they aren't already, start to bend the knees into the chest. And then gently we're going to roll off our block nice and slow, just to one side. You can kind of scooch that block out from underneath you, keeping it nearby. We're going to find a fetal pose on our mat, using your bottom arm as a pillow. This fetal pose symbolizes fresh starts and new beginnings, new cycles. And then gently, when you're ready, you can press yourself up to a seat. Any seat that you are comfortable in, taking your time to get there. You can keep your eyes closed if that feels comfortable for you, or you can open them, whatever feels right. And once we're in our seated pose again, seated how is comfortable for you, maybe on a pillow, a block, blankets. I want you to scooch some of that goodness out from underneath you so you can feel your sit bones on the mat. You're going to bring your hands to either side of you. And we're going to inhale our arms up. And exhale, I want you to bend at the elbows, goalpost out the arms, and open up the heart to the sky, to the ceiling, lifting the chin, gazes up. Inhale, arms come up, release. Exhale, goalpost the arms, open up the heart. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, goalpost, open that heart up. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, hands can come down. And I want you to grab a hold of your strap. Now I'm going to turn to the back, my back to face you guys so you can see what I'm doing here. Now you can stay seated on your butt, or you can sit on your knees, whatever is comfortable for you, or on a block or a bolster. I'm going to sit on my knees because that's comfortable for me. Now you're going to take this strap and we're going to do a cow face pose, opening up the heart. So we're going to start with the right arm going under and left arm going over. So I'm going to take the strap in my left hand and I'm going to bring it over my head, bending at the elbow. So the strap is kind of going down my back. And then I'm going to reach around my back with the back of my hand facing my back with my right hand to grab that strap. And I'm going to take my time to kind of walk my hands up and down that strap to see if they can get closer. If you can get that full bind, go for it. But if not, we're going to use this strap. And I really want you to keep your head lifted. I want you to kind of pull your shoulder blades back. And we're opening up the heart here. And you can slowly kind of reach those hands closer together if it's accessible for you, or just stay right here. We're just going to breathe. Opening up that chest, opening up the heart. Breathing here. Now gently you're going to release that bottom hand and then release the top hand, and we're going to take it to the other side. So now I'm bringing my right hand above my head, grasping my strap. I'm going to bring my left arm to bend with the back of my hand facing my back, and I'm going to grab that strap. And again, I'm just going to walk my hands down the strap, trying to get them closer together. And again, if you can take that bind, go ahead and take it. Trying to keep my head lifted, my chin lifted. Squeezing my shoulder blades behind me, and again, just opening that heart. And breathing here. Focusing on that breath. And again, just focusing on that heart chakra. Bringing it back to that warm green light. Taking an inhale here and exhale, gently releasing. You can bring that strap off to the side. We won't need it anymore. And then nice and slow, you're going to come to a tabletop position on your mat. Now you can bring a pillow or a blanket underneath your knees. Your shoulder, elbow, wrists are all stacked, and your hips are stacked over your knees. And we're going to go right into a cat-cow here. So I want you to inhale, lift the chin, open up the chest, arching the back, opening up that heart. Exhale, you're going to round, dropping chin to chest, doming out the shoulders. Inhale, open up. And exhale, rounds. Now I want you to take 5 to 7 more of these on your own breath. Linking your breath to your movement. Taking it fast or taking it slow is always just listening to your body and finding some flow here. Again, we're finding balance. So remember to do both sides. If you want to take some side-to-side action, if you want to take some full body circles, just make sure you're balancing out the sides. We're just flowing gently here. Honoring our bodies, listening to our bodies, doing what feels good. Gently finish off your last round. and come back to a neutral spine. Now we're going to take a variation of a side plank here. I'm going to demo on this left foot. I want you to kick your right leg out to the side like it's a little kickstand. So I'm just kicking out from the knee. I'm doing that on my right foot, so kicking my right foot out to the side. I'm going to shift all my weights over to my right hand and my right side. I'm going to lift my left arm up. Well, don't mind my knee popping. That's what happens when you get close to 30. And I'm going to open up. So I'm balancing here on my right side. Option to take full side plank, or option to just lift that back leg up off the mat. You can gaze up towards that top hand, and we're going to breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and release that foot down. Come back to your tabletop, switching sides. So I'm going to kick my left foot out now like it's a little kickstand, shifting all my weight over, and go ahead and open up. Again, option for full side plank, or maybe just lift that right foot off the mat. Maybe gazing up towards that top hand and breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and exhale, release back to your tabletop. Shake it out if you need to. Now we're going to take a puppy pose here. And puppy pose is a little bit of an intense heart opener. So also option to take child's pose here. If you're going to try this puppy pose, I want you to keep your hips stacked over your knees, and you're going to walk your hands out in front of you, and then you're just going to drop your chest down to the mat. You can have your chin or your forehead on the mat, but you can put that chin on the mat if you want to open up your throat and your heart just a little bit more. And we're finding this puppy pose here, and we're going to hold it. So I want you to breathe here. Trying to touch that heart chakra to the mat. You can also place a block underneath that heart if your chest isn't reaching the mat. Breathing here. Take one more big inhale, and exhale, you're just going to slide forward nice and slow all the way down to your belly. Now once we're here, we're laying on our bellies. I want you to bring your hands underneath your shoulders, and we're going to flow through some low cobra. So hands underneath the shoulders, your elbows are kind of pinned back towards your ribs. And I want you to inhale, press into the mat, just lift the head, the chest, the shoulders. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift, low cobra. Exhale, release. Now, option to stay here and flow through some more low cobras, or option if you'd like to flow through some high cobras, you're going to bring your hands back, still pinning those elbows into your side. And this time we're just going to inhale, press up to a high cobra. So arms are going all the way straight. You're pressing your hips down into the mat. You're making sure you're pressing your shoulders away from your ears, lifting that chin, opening up the heart. We're going to breathe here. Keeping those shoulders down and away from the ears. And take an inhale here, and exhale. You're going to press back to a child's pose. Now I'm taking a wide-legged child's pose. So I'm opening my knees as wide as the mat, sinking my hips back. Extending out the arms and dropping that chest down to the mat, taking this wide-legged child's pose. Now I want you to breathe here in this child's pose. Take some deep inhales and exhales. Bring yourself back to that heart chakra energy. Imagine that warm green light radiating out from your heart. And remind yourself of our affirmations. I'm manifesting balance in all aspects of my life. It is my turn to receive because I deserve it. And I'm worthy of the love that I give to others. Filling yourself up with that warm green light. What does that love look like? How do you need to bring balance to your love life, or just to your life in general? Spending some time here. I want you to take a big inhale in through the nose, fill up the chest, fill up the belly, take up space. And open mouth, exhale. When you're ready, I want you to inhale. Come back up to your tabletop. And then we're going to find our first downward facing dog of class. So I want you to tuck those toes, take an inhale here and exhale. Straighten the legs, bring those hips up and back to the wall behind you. And just find some movement in this downward facing dog. Maybe pedaling out the feet, maybe rocking the hips, maybe rocking the head. Creating this upside down V on your mat. Trying to press that chest towards your thighs. Pressing those hands fully into the mat. Finding movement with your breath. And gently come to stillness. Inhale, gaze to your top of your mat. And then exhale, we're going to step or travel to a forward fold. So you can take a bunch of little steps. You can take one big step, however you want to get there. We're going to find ourselves in our forward fold. And I want you to honor your body here, maybe taking your feet a bit wider to make space for your belly or for your thighs. And we're just going to ragdoll here. Swaying from side to side. Or maybe grab opposite elbows. Maybe give yourself a little bounce in that low back. And then go ahead and find stillness. Bring your hands to your shins, press into them. Inhale for a halfway lift, flat spine. Exhale to fold. Inhale, lift all the way up to standing. And exhale those hands to your heart. Now take a moment here. Closing the eyes. Hands are at prayer, samastitihi, at our heart chakra, our heart center. And we're breathing here, closing our eyes if it's comfortable. And just bringing ourselves back to that warm green light, radiating out from our heart. Sending it again to someone who needs it, sending it to ourselves, sending it maybe to a relationship that needs it. And ending with just sending it back to our own hearts, to our own selves. Balancing out that heart. You can open your eyes when you're ready. And we're going to flow through just a little half sun salute here. So inhale your arms up overhead. Exhale again, we're going to bend the elbows, goalpost out the arms, opening up the chest, lifting the chin, taking that heart opener. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come to standing. And exhale, hands to heart. 2 more times. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, heart opener. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come to standing. And exhale, hands to heart. Last one, inhale, arms up. Exhale, open the heart. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, on up to your mountain pose. And exhale, hands to heart center. Finding ourselves in this Tadasana mountain pose. We're going to flow through some lunges here, a little bit of warriors. So I want you to come standing at the top of your mat. Now you can have your hands on your hips or your hands at your heart, whatever feels good. You can also flow through a vinyasa and take your lunges from a vinyasa if that's in your practice. I'm going to cue us from standing. So you're going to bring your right foot to the center of the mat. And you're going to step that left foot back about a leg's distance apart. Coming to the ball of that back foot. Front knee is over ankle. We're finding a high crescent lunge here. So your back leg is as straight as you can get it. Front knee is bent, knee over ankle. Your hips are square, center to the front of the mat. And once you find this power here in your legs, I want you to inhale your arms up. Finding this high crescent lunge. Breathing here. And I want you to inhale, reach for the sky. And exhale, goalpost the arms, open up the heart. Inhale, reach. Exhale, heart opener. Inhale, reach. Exhale, open the heart. Inhale, reach. And exhale, just step back to the top of your mat. Shake it out. We'll do the other side now. So bringing my left foot to the center of the mat, stepping my right foot back, finding this high crescent. And again, I'm finding my power stance here in my legs. Knee is over ankle, back foot is on the ball of the foot. I'm inhaling my arms up, and I'm breathing here, finding my power here in this high crescent. And then I'm going to inhale, reach. Exhale, go post. Inhale, reach. Exhale, open the heart. Inhale, reach. And exhale, open up. Inhale, reach. And exhale, step back to the top of your mat. Shake it on out. Take a little half sun salute just to break that up. I want you to inhale your arms overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing Tadasana. And exhale, hands to heart. Take a moment here, check in. Take a big inhale in through the nose, fill up the chest, fill up the belly, take up space. And open mouth, exhale. All right, my lovelies. We're going to continue to flow. Again, option to take it through a vinyasa if you'd like, or take it from standing like we just did, hands to hips. Right foot to the center of the mat, stepping back again into that high crescent, finding my power stance here, and then inhaling my arms up. Breathing here. Now we're just going to do one heart opener here, so I want you to inhale, lengthen. Exhale, find your heart opener. Inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, you're going to open up to a warrior two. So I'm going from a closed hip to an open hip. My right knee is staying over my ankle. My back foot is spinning flat. My arms are coming out. I'm going to gaze over those front fingers. Opening my hips here. Again, still stacking this front knee over my ankle. Breathing into this warrior. And now I'm going to inhale, shift my upper body forward. And exhale, I'm going to find an extended side angle. So you can use your block here underneath that right hand. Or you can also bring your right forearm to the right thigh and take more of a lateral side stretch here. Listen to your body. What feels good? What feels good for you here? Breathing here, maybe gazing up towards that top hand. Now I want you to inhale, use your core to lift yourself up. Exhale, flipping the front palm and reversing your warrior. Now check in, this front leg likes to straighten when we reverse. Make sure you're keeping the integrity of that lunge. Reversing your warrior. Inhale, come back up to your warrior two. And exhale, you're just going to step back to the top of your mat and shake it out. We'll take it to the other side. Again, from standing, or you can flow through a vinyasa. I'm placing my left foot right in the center of my mat. Stepping my right foot back into my high crescent. Feeling my power here. And then inhaling my arms up. Hips are squared to the front of the mat. We'll take one heart opener. Inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, heart opener. Inhale, reach. And exhale again, opening up to this warrior two. Left knee stays over ankle, back foot spins flat, straightening that leg. Strong, powerful warrior here. Now inhale, shift the upper body forward, and exhale. Find the same variation of extended side angle on this side that you found on the other side. So either you can use a block, you can find that more lateral side stretch. Whatever feels right and good for you and your body. Maybe gazing up towards that top hand, breathing. Now I want you to use your core. Inhale, lift on up. Exhale, go ahead and reverse that warrior, flipping the palm. Keep that integrity of your lunge. Inhale, come on up. And exhale, just step back to the top of your mat. Shake it on out. I'm going to place my block off to the side. We're still going to use them, we're just getting them out of the way. Inhaling my arms up overhead. Exhale, folding over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, and I just want you to plant your hands and just gently step back and then come to a seat on your knees. Now, you can place, and grab some water. You can place a block underneath your butt, sit on that block. You can sit on a pillow, blanket. You can also put a pillow or a blanket under your knees. And from here, we're gonna flow through some more heart openers. And then we're gonna get into some more lunges. So what I want you to do is I want you to kind of cross your hands in front of you. Now, if you're like me, got a bigger chest, you might not be able to touch those thighs, and that's okay. I just want you to cross your hands in front of you. And we're gonna flow through some cat-cows here. It's a little bit of a different feeling from a regular cat-cow where our arms are uncrossed. I want you to cross the arms. You're gonna inhale, lift the chin, lift the chest, open up that heart as much as you can. And exhale, you're gonna round forward, dropping chin to chest, maybe finding that cross in the arms a little deeper. Inhale, open up. Exhale, round. Inhale, open up. And exhale, round. Last one, we're going to inhale, open up. And exhale, round again, maybe crossing those arms as we're opening up the back of the heart here with this cross in our arms, dropping chin to chest. Feeling the back of that heart open. And inhale, come up. And exhale, just release. All right. We are going to find some low lunges here. So I want you to grab your blocks. You're going to come to stand on your knees. And again, placing a blanket or pillow under your knees if you need it. We're going to start with the right leg. I'm going to step my right foot out. Knee is coming over ankle. And I'm finding my low lunge here. Now this is where your blocks come in. You can frame that foot with your blocks. Hands on your blocks. Just making sure you're lifting that chest. Option to stay here. Option to bring your hands to that right thigh, or option to inhale those arms all the way up. Now you're going to feel this. Your hips are squared to the front of the mat. You're going to feel this in that left hip flexor. Now we're going to flow just like we flowed in our high crescent. We're going to inhale, reach for the sky, and exhale, bull post out the arms, open the heart. Inhale, reach. Exhale, heart opener. Inhale, reach. Exhale, open. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands come down to the blocks. And you're going to straighten that front right leg. Maybe you walk your hands with your blocks back a little bit and find a half splits here. So I'm straightening that front leg, flexing my toes back towards my face. I'm still making sure that my chest is lifted. We're not kind of hunching over here. We want to stay lifted in this half splits. Just a little counter pose. Feeling it in that right hamstring. Now I want you to press your hands into your blocks onto the mat and just slip that right foot back. And we're going to take it to the other side. So again, standing on the knees. I'm stepping my left foot out now. Knee is coming right over that ankle. Again, I can frame that foot with my hands or my blocks. And options, you can stay right here. You can bring your hands to that thigh, or you can inhale those arms all the way up. Hips are square to the front of the mat, feeling it in that right hip flexor. Now we're going to inhale, lengthen. Exhale, open the heart. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, open. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, open up. And inhale, lengthen. Exhale, releasing the hands to the blocks, maybe scooting them back a little bit, and straightening that front leg for our half splits. Again, just a little counter stretch, getting into that hamstring on the left leg. And breathing here. And then again, pressing your hands into your blocks or into the mat, you're just going to slip that left foot back to a seat on your knees. All right. Now it's time for a lovely Camel Pose. This is a deep heart opener, and I'm going to give you guys a bunch of variations. So, the first one we're going to start with And again, keeping a blanket or pillow underneath your knees if you need it. You're gonna come to stand on your knees. Now, I'm gonna give 3 variations, and you're gonna pick the one you like and you're gonna stay there. So if this first variation feels like enough for you, I want you to do this variation 3 times, okay? So first one, your knees are about as wide as your hips, or maybe a little wider if you need it. You're gonna bring your hands to right where your pelvis meets your spine. So I have a little kind of nook here where I can place my hands right on top of my hips. And I'm gonna squeeze my shoulder blades behind me, squeezing those elbows, trying to get them as parallel as I can. Now I'm gonna inhale here. Exhale, release all my air. And I'm gonna inhale, start to bend backwards, lifting the chin, opening up the heart. And you can kind of exhale, sink deeper into this posture. You're pressing your hips forward, keeping those elbows and shoulders squeezed behind you, lifting the chin, trying to gaze back behind you, opening up that heart. Now, try to find your breath here. And when you're ready, you're going to inhale very, very slowly, gently rise. And exhale, take a seat. Now we've come out of this very slowly because it's very easy to get lightheaded in this posture. So if that variation felt good for you, I want you to stay there. If you want something a little bit more intense, we're going to take it to another variation. So when you're ready, come in to stand on those knees. This time I'm going to bring my hands to my heart center. And we're going to do the same thing here. Again, if you're taking that first variation, go ahead, find it. Now, if you want to try something else, I'm going to bring my hands to heart center. Again, I'm going to inhale, exhale all my air out. Inhale, I'm going to start to press my hips forward, drop my head back, lifting the chin. I'm using my exhale to kind of sink deeper into it. And then I'm going to extend my arms overhead. Breathing here. Really try to gaze back and open up that heart. And then very slowly, very controlled inhale. Very slowly, very gently lift. And exhale, release. All right, my darlings. If you'd like that variation, you can stay right there, or you can stick with the first one. We got one more. One more coming at you. All right, so I'm gonna stand on my knees and I'm gonna tuck my toes under. So my heels are lifted. We're gonna go for our camel pose where we're touching our heels here. You can also keep the feet down if you're like, I got this, I can reach my heels, more power to you, but we're gonna keep our toes lifted. I'm gonna start the same way we started the first variation. So stick with this variation if you like it. We're gonna bring our hands to our hips, squeezing shoulders and elbows behind us. Inhale here, exhale, release. Inhale, start to lean back. Pushing the hips forward, opening up the chest, and exhale. Use that exhale to kind of sink deeper into it. Reach those hands to your heels. Again, pressing hips forward, dropping head back, opening up the heart, breathing here. Now very gently, when you're ready, inhale. Rise, and exhale, sink to a seat. How'd that feel? You feel open? I don't know about you guys, I feel pretty open. All right. Taking a sip of water. We're just gonna counter pose a little bit here. I want you to inhale, open up those arms up like you're about to give someone a big old hug, because you are. Exhale, you're gonna give yourself a hug, right arm going over left, reaching for those shoulders. And you're gonna round forward, very deeply rounding the back, dropping chin to chest. And you're gonna give yourself a hug here. Then maybe you're gonna massage out your shoulders a little bit, you're gonna do some safe self-touch. Maybe if you're like me and you got these giant claws, you wanna give yourself a little scratch, feels good. And I just want you to remind yourself of our affirmations here. I am manifesting balance into all aspects of my life. It is my turn to receive because I deserve it. And I'm worthy of the love that I give to others. And showing yourself some self-love here. And gently we're going to inhale, open those arms back up. And exhale, this time left arm stacks over right. Again, giving yourself a hug with the left arm on top this time. And exhale, just really rounding forward, kind of pulling on those shoulders a little bit, rounding the back, dropping chin to chest. And again, show yourself some love and give yourself a little massage, some little scratchies. Just saying, hey, I love me, because that's totally okay. Maybe like sometimes we think saying I love me sounds self-centered or, whatever, but it's not. You're allowed to love yourself. It's completely valid and safe and good. Doesn't mean you're arrogant or vain. It just means you love yourself unconditionally. And go ahead and inhale, open back up. And exhale, go ahead and release. Now you can kick those legs out from underneath you, bringing them straight out in front of you. Just one more little counter pose here for our low back. You can grab a hold of that strap if you'd like, because we're going to take a forward fold here. And the strap can be a great tool in a forward fold. So for our forward fold, you can bring your feet into touch if you'd like, or you can keep those feet wider to honor your body, make space for those thighs and that belly. So I'm going to take my strap and I'm going to wrap it around my feet. I'm going to inhale for a flat spine, and exhale, I'm going to pull on that strap so I can hinge forward. And again, I don't care if you can touch your toes, I don't care how deep you can go, I want you to feel this in your low back. You can keep a micro bend to your knees if you need it. Using your inhale to lengthen and exhale maybe to fold deeper. And of course, maybe you don't need that strap and you just want to reach for those toes. Just listening to your body here, honoring yourself. And go ahead and inhale, gently rise. Get that strap on out of here. And we are going to, I actually don't think we need our blocks, so I'm going to keep my blocks out of the way as well, just so I'm not running into them. And we're going to find our way to our backs. Gently releasing down to your back. You're going to keep your knees bent because we're going to take a bridge pose here. So hands are coming to the sides, knees are bent, feet bottoms are on the mat. Scooching those heels as close up to your butt as you can get them. We're going to flow through 3 bridges here. Now, option if you'd like to grab that block and just take a supported bridge and just hold it, you can totally do that too. Or, sorry, I have this little barrette, this cute little moon crystal barrette in my hair, and it's like, I'm laying on it on my head. Okay, there we go. All right, so for our bridge pose, you can either hold it on that block for a supported bridge, or we're going to flow 3 times. So first one, I just want you to inhale, lift those hips up, and I want you to scoot your shoulder blades underneath you, so you are getting a little bit of a heart opener here, pressing those hips up, breathing here. Inhale, press them up a little bit more, and exhale, release 1 vertebrae at a time, down back to the mat, windshield wiper out the legs. Now for this next one, option to take a bind with your hands underneath you. So what we're going to do is bring those knees back to stillness. Inhale your hips up, scooting shoulder blades underneath you, and maybe clasping your hands underneath you. Pressing those hips up, pressing the chest open, lifting the chin, opening up that heart and breathing here. Inhale, press them up a little more, and exhale, release 1 vertebrae at a time, back down to your mat, windshield wiper out the legs. All right, my lovelies, we got one last bridge pose here. Option also, if you'd like to take a wheel pose, if that's in your practice, we're warmed up for that. You're welcome to take a wheel. I'm just going to take a good old-fashioned bridge pose here. Whatever variation you'd like to take, we're going to take one more together. So inhale those hips up. Breathing here. You can take that bind underneath you. You can scoot your shoulder blades underneath you. Open up that heart. And breathing here. One more inhale, pressing those hips up. And exhale. One vertebrae at a time, release. Windshield wiper out the legs. All right, go ahead and come to stillness. We'll take a few final poses here. Reclined pigeon and some twists. So I want you to bring just, again, your hands kind of out to the side here, keeping the knees bent. I want you to just cross this right ankle over your left thigh. Now, option is stay right here. You can gently press on that right thigh to open up that right hip a little more. You're kind of creating a figure 4 here with that right leg. Option is stay right here. Option number 2 is to draw those legs into your chest, grabbing the back of that left thigh. So you're kind of reaching in between that hole you just created, grabbing the back of that left thigh. Breathing here. Option 3 is you can straighten that back leg if you'd like. I have really tight hamstrings, so I'm not going to do that today. If I've been walking on my treadmill every day, my hamstrings are like, why? It's fine. Everything's fine. And breathing here into the hips. Just a little bit of an emotional sacral chakra release here. And I want you to gently release that grasp you have on your legs, but don't uncross the legs just yet. In fact, I want you to cross them deeper. Bring the arms out to a T position and drop those legs over to the left. So we're taking a double twist, twisty twist, twist in the legs, twist in the body. You can untwist the legs if this is too much for you. But our legs are dropping over to the left, and maybe we're gazing over to the right. These are releasing postures, so maybe releasing any of those constraints, tensions, blockages that you were like, oh man, that's what's holding me back from having balance, or that's what's holding me back from my heart chakra being open. Is these blockages, using these postures to release, using your breath to release. Inhale, gently come back to center, and exhale, release the twist in those legs. We'll take it to the other side, so crossing this left ankle over right thigh. Again, you can stay right here, pressing that left thigh gently open with your hand. Option 2. Draw those knees into your chest, grabbing the back of that right leg. Option is straighten that right leg. And breathing here. There's a little bit more release in the hips and the low back. Gently releasing the grasp on your legs if you have one, crossing those legs a little deeper and dropping them over to the right. Maybe bringing your arms out to a T position. You can uncross the legs if that feels like a bit too much. And letting this be our final release here. Using your breath, using your twist to release. And gently inhale, come back to center, and exhale, uncross everything. Now take any final pose here that you feel like you need, maybe more twists, maybe happy baby, whatever it is. I'm just going to kind of gently windshield wiper my legs from side to side. Listening to your body, what do you need? Taking your time. And then whenever you're ready, I want you to grab that crystal, that rose quartz crystal that we charged at the beginning of class. I want you to again place it on your chest or again inside your bra, whatever feels good. And we're going to find our Savasana here. So any Savasana that you feel is right for you, you can just Find your good old-fashioned corpse pose, taking up space on your mat, so letting your arms and legs kind of fall where they want to fall. Always remembering to take up space because you deserve to take up space. Maybe you want to take that Supta Baddha Konasana with our feet bottoms to touch and knees open, or maybe you want to go back into that supported fish pose that we started class with. Wherever you're at, I want your palms facing up to receive. I want that crystal on your chest. You can close your eyes if it's comfortable, and I want you to breathe here. And while we're here, what I want you to do is I want you to visualize what balance and what love means to you. So what does balance mean to you? What does balance mean in your life? And what does love mean to you? What does it look like? What does it feel like? And I want you to allow yourself to be filled up with that. And if you're like, Natasha, I have no idea, I just want you to tap in to that heart chakra. I want you to imagine that warm green light filling your crystal and filling your body. And we're just going to breathe here. I'll let you know when it's time to come back. When you're ready, you can start to bring your awareness back into your space and back into your body. You can wiggle your toes or wiggle your fingers. You can roll out your wrists or roll out your ankles, gently making these movements bigger. And when you're ready, drawing your knees up towards your chest. Take that rose quartz crystal in your hand and just gently drop over to one side again in this fetal pose, using your bottom arm as a pillow. One more moment of stillness here. And then when you're ready, gently pressing yourself up to a seat. Taking your time, any seat that you're comfortable in, keeping your eyes closed. If that feels good for you. Finding your comfortable seat. Bringing your hands to either side of you, feeling the mat beneath your fingertips. Inhale those arms up, taking all that wonderful energy we just created. Exhale, bring them back down, releasing anything that doesn't serve you. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, palms come together to touch that crystal right in between your palms and meeting at your heart center. The love and light and balance in me honors the love and light and balance of each of you. We bow to our practice. Thank you. And that is all I have for you, lovelies, today. I hope you had a wonderful practice. I don't know about you guys, but I feel really good. You can use this crystal that you just charged in your practices for your new moon ritual. You can put it under your pillow if you'd like to manifest some love. You can also, like I said at the beginning, I think, I can't remember if I mentioned or not, but maybe writing all the qualities or what love means to you, write it down, or what you're looking for in a partner. Place your rose quartz on top of it, on your altar, or just, under the new moon somewhere. Charge your crystal with that new moon energy. I think I'm going to put out just a guided meditation, another loving kindness meditation, similar to what we did in the beginning, but just a little bit longer for this new moon in Libra. I will create a separate video for that. And don't forget, I will also do a tarot reading for this new moon in Libra, so check that out. Also, I am running a special on all my courses, my tarot readings. I also have a guided journal because it's spooky season. It's my time. The code is spooky for 25% off. So spooky, all caps. I'll also put it in the description box. I'll put the links to shop my courses and my tarot readings and my journal in the description box, but you can use code SPOOKY for 25% off for the whole month of October. You know, if you'd like to try out some of my courses, if you want to get deeper into your practice, or if you want a reading, I do offer personal readings, and yeah, so if you'd like that, I'll put the link there. I also have a free Facebook group. I'll put the link in the description box for that as well. If you'd like to, like these leggings, I know you guys always ask, I'll put the links in the description box for everything, all my favorite things that my outfits, my decorations, all that jazz. I do have a page on my website for that. Yeah, I do also apologize I haven't come out with like another Spooky Saturday. I've been really busy and I just kind of hit my limit. I hit the burnout in the past couple weeks. I'm actually taking a break from a lot of stuff. I'm taking a break from coaching probably until the end of the year. And then my Nourish Your Life group coaching program will come back if you're interested. But I'm really just going to be focusing on my YouTube and putting out lots of yoga classes and coming out with a couple of new yoga courses, which is exciting. And just, you know, bringing balance back into my life. My life was very unbalanced. My work-life balance was a disaster, and you know, that's what this new cycle is about, balance, and that's what I'm trying to do here. So I appreciate your support. Every, you know, time you watch these videos, it gives me a little bit of support. Every time you buy a course or a reading or anything, it means more than you know. I just appreciate you guys so much. These are my favorite classes to film. And yeah, I think we're almost at 30K subscribers, which is insane. Yeah, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. And I think that is it, my darlings. I will see you maybe in the tarot reading or the meditation. Also, we have a full moon. I believe it's in Aries. Could be wrong with that, but I believe it's in Aries coming up on the 20th of October. And I will also be doing, of course, a special Samhain Halloween yoga class, because, you know, it is the time, it is the season for spookiness. And I think that's all I have, my darlings. So please let me know if there's anything specific you'd like to see on my channel. I'm really going to be trying to take this time off to put out just a bunch of videos here on YouTube. And yeah, I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you again, and have a wonderful new moon.